Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 6 as we continue our Deity run with Elizabeth I of England, one of the new leaders in the new leader pass, obviously for the England part of that pass. But here we are on turn 63 of a marathon game, so this is going to be I think it's going to be a lot of fun, especially once we get into that mid-game naval stuff. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that, because this really slows down that naval combat and lets us keep our ships for a lot longer relative to the length of the game. We ended the episode last time on an experiment because I just didn't think it would work, but I couldn't remember if a coastal city buff for this thing counted when you settled next to a lake. It does not. I was going to want to settle here anyway because we want to be near some fishing boats for our Pantheon bonus that we have. So we are going to go ahead and move this settler one tile to the left. This is where we're going to settle. This obviously will count. Gets us our Eureka for sailing. We do want to go ahead and finish that off. I thought we were one turn short, and that is in fact what happens. Before I get too far into this, just because I really want to see this channel continue to grow, I really enjoy doing this a lot, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I put out as well. But right now, this is just a hobby for me. I have a very busy full-time job, and I would love to see this thing grow. So if you do like this type of video and want to see more of these, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when these show up in your feed, and you can kind of watch them as they come up. And also consider commenting below. And obviously, if you want to support the channel monetarily and you can afford it, please do not. If you can't afford it, I'm fine, guys. I'm totally fine. But it does mean a lot if you are able to afford a subscription to the channel. There are several tiers there for that as well. So anyway, without further ado, let's get back into this. Elizabeth I. We have found Harold. He's a ways away from us. And we have a lot of land mass here. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes over here and settles on here soon-ish. We have a pretty sizable land mass that if we get into a pretty big hurry here, we could settle for a big chunk of it ourselves. I also could see a orange citrus over here, which I would love to get some more vision on this side of things pretty soon, which we will as soon as we can get us a galley out here in a bit. In fact, more than likely we're going to start on the builder here, but as soon as we get sailing here in one turn, we are going to go ahead and swap to that galley. I want to get a galley out on the waters as soon as possible to get us some extra vision here. Now our scout can't quite embark yet. Okay, so this does allow fishing boats. We will be able to get our builder out on some of these tiles as well, which will be huge for us because of our production bonus. But again, I do want to go ahead and get you flipped onto 73 turns for a galley. Actually, you know what? That is not what we're going to do. We're going to wait till we get the bonus from our military policy before we do something like that. So we're going to leave you on the builder for now. Do we want to change anything of what you're focusing on? I mean, this is 4 total things. I mean, I normally like to go for a little bit of food focus early on, but I can't argue with a 4 yield tile. That's usually pretty good. You're about to grow back up again, which will allow you to work that tile, which will give us a big boost to Stonehenge. Whether or not we finish it, I'm not sure if I care too much. We shall see. I do want to get Celestial Navigation. It's a very, very, very long research right now. I'm going to drop back, pick up mining, because we do want to go ahead and come over and hook up the stone whenever we can. All right, that gets us craftsmanship. We'll switch back over to foreign trade. We should be discovering a foreign continent relatively soon, I would hope. Part of me wants to just fortify here and let him attack me. Let's see if he will. We'll see if we can draw him out. I was not paying attention to that being a quadrime. That was a big mistake. Run away. We'll get healed back up and we'll try that again. All right, we did lose the Stonehenge. We didn't spend that much time on it. I'm not that worried about it. That is perfectly fine. Do we want to get us a holy site right away? Or a monument? I mean, I'm not really feeling like I'm going to go super religious with this particular civilization, to be perfectly fair. But there's other benefits of a holy site than just, religion type things. That being said, this would be 33% in our culture, because we're not getting a lot of culture. I think I am going to go for the monument. Culture is going to be good for us. In fact, culture is how we get our sea dog. Yeah, we'll go with the culture. Yes, I know we don't have any C units yet. We are going to get some, my friend. We are going to get some. In fact, this right here would be really good for us to get our naval units out. Yeah, okay. You snuck up on me a little bit. That's fine. We had explored everything we could explore at the moment, so not the absolute end of the world. But I guess I should have moved up. I would have to move pretty far. I would have to move up to, I guess, here to get some safety from you. Actually, you know what? That would have been fine. That was a big mistake. I could have moved just right there. That's okay. I honestly thought we'd be able to heal up before he swung back around there. That scout served its initial purpose. Not really much we could have done with it more right now anyway. So our growth has slowed down pretty heavily right now. Honestly, once we get the monument out, we might switch to a food focus just because there's not a lot more for us to produce right this second until we get some more research done. All right, we're on 4 turns until mining. So we'll go ahead and move you out here.
Deserves more credit.
All right, there's our mine, or quarry specifically. Don't know if there's any policies we want to change right now. We'll look at that here in just a second. That does give us a little bit more production here. It's going to get that out quicker. Yeah, like I said, as soon as we get this monument, I think we focus on one of the farms over here. I mean, science is going to be pretty huge for us. We can't get behind from a science standpoint. Of course, I do want to get celestial navigation, but I think working our way up to a campus is a little bit more valuable to us than a holy site right now. All right, do we want to change any policies? We're not really building any melee or range units right this second. Discipline, I mean, if we got into trouble, I would worry about that more. Of course, we don't have survey. Like, we don't have the benefit of survey right now. So maybe we do put this in case we do need to build some units right away. We've already got our Pantheon. So one of these two does feel a little bit better right now. Let me see here. 30% more would be basically 1 production. It would be the same thing. So it would be better to take the 1 production because that's going to help both cities and it's going to help that city just as much. Yeah, I mean, it basically takes a third off the builder over here. So that equates to the same, and then it gives us the boost over here. I mean, military strength-wise, we're actually not too far behind Herald right this second, but it still is a very early game. We do have a lot of gold. I don't think there's a value building a builder right here just yet. And even here, minimal value because we don't even have a second pop yet. So we'd only be able to do 1 tile that we'd benefit from. I think holding on to the gold to be able to buy something else is the right move here. Other than that, do we want to build a holy site? No. I think we're going to go for a settler, actually. A 3rd city, I think, would set us up pretty well. I did say I was going to move off of this. It's a tough call, actually. I think I still got to go with the total yield. This is a 4 yield, and a 5 yield versus a 3 yield tile. Even though I do want the growth, I feel like kind of sticking around these yield bonuses is going to be more beneficial to us right this second. I don't know. It's a tough call, actually. I can see both sides of that coin, actually, to be perfectly honest. A couple more turns on foreign trade, then we will swap off of that. Honestly, a flood right now would be beneficial to us. Get us a little bit extra food on our tile here. All right, we're going to swap off of foreign trade. We are going to pick up... We're going to start working on state workforce because it is more of a priority than military tradition. However, if we get to the point where it's not boosted yet, we will probably swap to military tradition after that. So here's the thing. We are not going to get the boost to naval units until we find a second continent. The thing is, we might not find a second continent until we get the boost to naval units, so kind of a catch-22, I guess. I think we're going to have to force out one naval unit at the very least. All right, in this case, I do want you to work the cows instead of just one production. It's the same yield. If the yields are the same, I'd prefer the food. Otherwise, I'm okay with the production ones. So I think that's a good move there. A little bit more growth here. Yeah, there are a few people living in my empire. You are correct. Really now, let's do till the settler pops out. I mean, I could go on a long trek with my warrior to come down here and pop this. Maybe that's not a bad idea. How much would it cost us to buy a galley? Actually, you know what? That's the move. We're buying our galley. 780 gold. I think that's worth it.
I thought clay must feel.
There's pottery. We're going to go right into writing, and I think that is the right move. Because I will build a campus as soon as we get that available. Alright, there's a barbarian encampment much closer. I do want to get the kill with a slinger if we can. We're going to start moving you up, and we're actually going to start moving you up. I don't expect raiders to coming in from Norway. He did just get a boost of military strength, though. He was at 50. Now he's at 90. What would have given him 40 military strength? Had to have been two different units, I would think. I'm going to put you in the forests as opposed to taking the attack. We did get a promotion here that's going to help us stick around at least. I think we're going to take volley. We're dealing with naval or land units as we speak, so it feels like the right move. All right, if we stick around here, we will die. So we do need to retreat here. Three turns on our settler, 8 turns on our builder. Do we send a naked settler out? Do we settle up here? Could also settle there, be right next to some citrus and some tobacco. Wouldn't be, I mean, otherwise would not be a good civilization or city to put down. I mean, this one's going to give us a lot of faith, but it's still not a great, you know what? I don't think I can feel like that's going to be the right move. I'd like to try to move over here. I don't feel like we'd be at risk. It's unlikely we're going to run into barbarians or anything like that going this direction as right now. If we can make it over here, this would be a really good spot because it's going to have a 3 production right away. 2 3 productions right away. Obviously, we got an instance that we could eventually get. Only one workboat, but sets us up to put a few other cities out this way as well. We're going to try. We're going to make our way over that way. Should have gone that way. That's okay. Great Bath, can be good. Granary, I mean, obviously more food is always good. I think our first district's going to be campus anyway, so I do believe that we're going to go for the granary. We need some extra food. That's actually going to give us 50% more food than we have currently, which will help us a lot. Of course we get a flood. Right as I'm walking off through here. I mean, it's fine. We did lose the population, but we got kind of what we wanted, which is... Oh, I didn't think it was going to destroy it completely. It's okay. We'll build another farm here at some point. I mean, without the farm, it's worth the same. So, but at least with the farm, it'll be worth one more. So that'll be good. I mean, I do want to get the kill with the slinger. I don't know that this is going to be the time. We just want to get this cleared out. Get the gold. Oh, I forgot to buy my galley. I got distracted by this thing up here. Thankfully, we're only like 2 turns behind the galley production. So that's not a huge deal. You already need more housing over here. All right, go ahead and come back to London. All right, that's not a very big island at all. It's scary sitting this guy out by himself, but we're going to risk it. Oh, there's a boost for workforce. Actually, it might have been the previous turn. Hard to tell. We'll go ahead and pick up military tradition, just so we can get a boosted civic here. Granary is going to be pretty critical here because we do need to get us some more housing. I mean, we're working this now, so we are going to do that. We do need to get the pastures so we can get this hooked up at some point. And in a few turns, we'll get this one, but not yet. Actually, we might be a good idea to buy out to that tile. How much does it cost us? 180 gold. Still probably worth it once we get enough gold. So we might consider that. We're more likely to find a second continent branching up down this direction than staying close to our tiles. I mean, yeah, I guess a mine here would at least make that a 4 yield tile. I think long term, we probably replace that with something else. All right, I'm okay with working those 2 tiles because of the extra yield. We're almost there. Will we make it? Now my only concern would be a barbarian unit coming up and sneaking up on us. All right, last build here. I think we might save for the ship over here. So we'll just set you in there. Settle in. We're close. Will we make it? There's got to be another continent down there somewhere, right? Three more turns. Can we get there? I don't see anything yet.
That's the positive.
There we go. There's foreign trade. That's good.
The world gets stirred up together.
All right, that does give us more gold from trade routes, which we don't care about, but it will also give us more production for naval units if we want to build some on our own. Not feeling super critical right this second, but I think it will come up sooner than anything else that's on that list. So this is a new continent. This would be a good place to settle a city as well. Well, once we get our shipyards. 2 more turns. Can you make... Well, technically 3, because we got to move to the hill tile and then go from there. All right, I think I can go ahead and put you on Auto Explorer. I just wanted to find that continent more than anything. Looks like we've got... Is that Basil there? I think that's who that is. I don't see anything yet. I think we're going to make it. Trying to make friends with you, my friend. Yeah, we are a bit behind on the military side of things, so we definitely need to start working on that a little bit more soon-ish.
Writing is easy.
All right, so we are going to settle in place. Be able to work some of these good tiles right away. Obviously be kind of a jumping off point for some other cities on this side of things. Just a normal age at the moment, which is fine. I think we're going to go with free inquiry. I usually go with that, especially for civilizations where I'm mostly going to be focusing on science in the long term. We do have a couple cows. I think backing up and getting animal husbandry is the right move here. We will be improving some sea resources soon-ish, even if not right away. So we'll hold off on that for a little bit longer. Trade route would be nice. Is that the most critical thing for the specific city? Probably not. Honestly, a builder is probably the most critical for this city. It's just so we can get out here and hook up the incense, get us some luxuries, because we're already on the minus side of things there. I mean, I'd love to kill this thing, but then I think he kills us. And I don't think I can afford to die this early on. So we are actually going to move you back home. Don't want to lose my first ship unit this soon. I mean, he can explode off to the left over here, so it's not going to be too big of a problem to backtrack. All right, so this city is vulnerable to a Norway assault at the moment.
I don't underrate the value of military knowledge, but if men make war in slavish obedience...
I don't think there's anything for us to trade to right this second. We're getting +3 from this one, and we will be doing some more ship units at some point. Did I go past? I don't remember going past that one. Start working on early empire. I don't know how we got so much past where I expect it to be. I mean, we're not impossibly far away from a 6. We're 21 turns away from a 6 population empire. Which will be sped up even more by our granary.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went.
So I could wait for the, I think we wait for this because this is going to be a better tile than, wait a minute. Can we even build? I don't remember if we can build on the reef fishing boats. I don't remember actually. We'll try that. And if we don't, then we'll come back and get on the cows. Oh, we found something. We found horses. Okay. Huh. And we're getting a lot of food from this tile now, which is really nice. More horses over there. Interesting. See if we can find some iron. That could be very, very useful for us in the long run. All right, one more turn on our granary in London. And then we'll be not too many turns for our early empire boost. All right, go ahead and go back out and explore, my friend. All right, there's our granary. Temanaki. Temanaki, is that, I think that's how I said that. I think the campus. We want the campus. I mean, a trader would be really, really nice, but I also want to get really started on the campus right away. If we were to build a harbor here, it would most likely be down here because that's next to a resource, especially if we put a district here. How many turns until we get that tile? Oh, we're not even going for that tile. It's 35 turns until our next tile, and I don't want to wait that long. So we'll just put it here. All will be well. We can put another district down there at some point or up here or something. Five turns until our 6 population. Naval sending us a trade route. All right, we do take this attack. And then we send you right back home again. All right, there's our growth over here. We can put the fish there. That's good. Yeah, you don't like the fact that I don't have a navy. I don't blame you. All right, this is a major tile for us now. That's a 7 yield tile. That is huge. We do need to get us another sea resource at some point, which does mean we get us another builder just for a boost to our naval dockyards. There we go. There's the boost for early empire. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and call that a good place to stop the episode. 136 turns in, 3 cities up. Not bad. Not too bad. There's definitely some room for some more cities over on this side of things. Technically room for a city up here, but I'm kind of holding off on that until like later because it's just not going to be a great city other than just a very specific city, I guess, if this was what it is. But I don't know. We're still okay. I mean, we're definitely starting to fall behind on the military strength. I need to start working a little bit more on that here very, very soon. In fact, once we get early empire, and since we're not going to be building a naval unit right this second, most likely, I may swap over and get us a boost so that we can get us some military units in all of our cities, just to kind of feel a little bit more in line with what these guys. If I had at least 100, 125 military strength, I would feel a lot more comfortable than where we're at right this second. Cool. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.